Good day and welcome to my talk. Today I'm going to be unpacking the importance of focusing on your strengths and creating a more engaging, hopeful and capable world where you show up using your own core strengths. This mind shift is so vital that it has been scientifically proven to swing one's greatest personal deficit into what we call chief strengths in positive psychology. My coaching style is always to stretch my clients' thinking by tapping into their individual personal talents and resources, which I refer to as assets, whether personal, social, or even financial. A strengths-focused approach can therefore be applied in solving a lot of obstacles and problems at work, in the pursuit of dreams, in our family setup, and just our personal well-being, in living a mindful, resourceful, and fulfilled lifestyle. My argument in today's forum is that a strengths approach as you navigate your own life is self-sustaining because humans like to use their best assets to show up as the best version of themselves. Unlike focusing on the case of our own weaknesses, which can be motivationally challenging to the best of us, applying a strengths focus can be fun and rewarding. Any opportunity to use a strengths focus and a strengths spotting approach will lead to people finding it easy to fit in their environments. Let us have a mindset as well as a mind shift to use the opportunity to maximize on our strengths when faced with difficult situations, especially in the COVID times that we live in. An opportunity to use my own strengths as Mbanjwa in my coaching practice gives me so much positive energy in making sure that the environment I operate in is hospitable rather than hostile to myself. I use the tools at my disposal to turn my own negative downward spiral emotions on a daily basis into a more positive space that can give me an upward spiral of positive emotions. I consciously make an effort to practice simple things like always greeting with a smile, even virtually, making others feel comfortable in difficult situations, encouraging youth to always follow their dreams, and never letting myself down by allowing anyone to label me and put me in a particular box that they have a perception I belong in. We don't belong in any form or shape of box as human beings. A strengths focus will give us opportunities to thrive, produce quality, be excellent in our work ethic, and show empathy as well as respect to others effortlessly. With the right frame and mindset of focusing on good character strengths, the positivity and opportunities can be limitless, priceless, and endless. One of the most exciting but yet highly difficult years of my own life has been the past 12 months. As a mindfulness coach and an executive business owner, my goal was to grow myself internally by taking huge strides in venturing into new business opportunities like logistics. I deliberately did this to stretch my thinking capacity and capability to learn, to be open-minded, to be mindfully present, and spot opportunities that presented themselves to grow, prosper, offer excellence, as well as exceed expectations in a very highly competitive male-dominated world. Here I am, very strong, with strong focus on spotting my own strengths. I'm highly confident. I work 10 times harder to compete globally and engage in highly meaningful conversations that can provide the space for others to use their strengths like I do every day, to just flourish and prosper in everything I do, touch, or move. As a result, my latest passion in logistics is fast-paced moving goods, which keeps me on my toes 24/7. But I thrive and strive to do even better each time I'm required and expected to produce and show up as a supplier to my clients. I succeed in this, steadily growing my business by focusing on my strengths, spotting them, creating authentic awareness of my areas of development, and rather delegating those to others in my practice in order to maximize my strengths and capability. This strengths-focused approach allows full collaboration of everyone in the practice to only focus on what they do exceptionally well with excellence, speed, and producing quality. This differentiates our positive leadership style and psychology of mindfulness as experts in our industry. In the past 12 months alone, right in the middle of a serious global COVID pandemic, people who focused on their strengths, even while grieving, made major breakthroughs in identifying, classifying, and assessing, being able to read the room and focus on fostering character strengths. I'm a strong believer that applying a strength to a new area of your life can increase happiness, provide a life-changing experience for yourself and others, as well as protect your clients, family, and associates against sadness and stress, which most people struggle with on a daily basis. I strongly believe the scientific data that says capitalizing on strengths is a more fruitful route to success than approaching life with a bunch of weaknesses in trying to deal with, navigate, and solve any issues that we are faced with. The inner work that we do in my practice, in the context of positive psychology with our clients, working on strengths is very stimulating and appealing because my clients typically like to hear about what they are good at. They enjoy focusing and discussing their strong points. They receive a boost of new positive energy when we spend time discussing their resources rather than their personal liabilities. My personal strength coaching style is structured in a way that is non-threatening, productive, fun, and creates a step towards expanding my clients' resourceful toolbox to see themselves in full control of their own capabilities and strengths. This brings us to today's digital workplace. It has changed the way leaders and managers need to lead and manage their dispersed workforces. No longer are teams co-located in the same office or building. Having to lead and manage this dispersed workforce needs us to do so over distance, time zones, cultures, and using various digital and virtual technologies to achieve results. This is a critical area to increase productivity of employees who work virtually by encouraging them to focus on their strengths, spot their strengths, acknowledge them, as well as believe in their full capacity and capability in order to remain relevant, productive, and highly successful. As a business leader and manager, you need to develop a virtual fluency, the ability to connect, communicate, and collaborate virtually with virtual teams and remote employees. You can no longer rely on the core skills that co-located teams require. Virtual teams and remote employees require a different approach, clarity, and engagement if they are to perform well. In conclusion, I am convinced that an embedded strengths focus and spotting in this era with lives at work virtually is highly effective. It gives me great pleasure to share with you 9 pointers to effectively embed a strengths-focused strategy in your personal and professional context. Understand the different approaches to leadership with virtual, remote, or dispersed teams. Develop virtual fluency to lead virtual teams and manage remote workers. Learn how to effectively connect, communicate, and collaborate in a digital workplace. Create and engage high-performance virtual teams. Identify the roles, agreements, and platforms to support virtual teams and remote staff. Meet and overcome the challenges of leading and managing virtually. Influence and build working relationships to engage and build rapport remotely. Apply techniques to lead change and manage problems effectively. Demonstrate performance-enhancing techniques in virtual environments. Remember, strengths are an integral part of positive approaches to promote thriving in individuals and organizations. Thank you for your time. I wish you strengths, focus, joy, and opportunities.